guys, and welcome back to the Black Gold Homestead. In today's video I want to show you the new guinea geese that we brought home the other week, and I want to also show you the chicks. Okay, so here are the new guinea geese I brought home. They're temporarily being housed in this wire cage here, and they'll eventually get moved to the chicken coop for the winter, but right now I'm keeping them in here, and it's good to keep them separate, kind of to quarantine them, so if they have any sicknesses or anything, you can observe them and they won't spread it to your other birds. But they're all good and healthy, and something exciting is, if you look closely, you'll see we have we already have two this color, but this one is a pearl. The gray color is called pearl, and the white means that it's a piebald pearl. And we already have two this color, but we did get another one. And these guys are really flighty little birds. But we also got another lavender pearl, a lavender pied. You can see the lavender color, and the white is the pieballing. And then you can see that there's three white ones that we got, solid white guineas, and we haven't had solid white guineas in probably close to about 10 years. But we now have three, and one is for sure certain definitely a hen. So that's exciting. So I'll be hatching some off those, and we'll have some solid pure white guineas. Now, the guineas, we keep them on the homestead for primarily one reason. That's to eat ticks, free range them. They eat ticks, and they will also chase away snakes and deter the snakes from around the barn and the other buildings on the homestead. And they're very easy to care for once they're mature and grown up. They don't eat a whole lot of grain, and they mostly free range and find their food out in the field and in the woods. Now, to feed them as young birds, what I do is, this is the mix they're getting, and they kind of picked through it, but there's a 26% protein game bird starter with some oats and some scratch grains included in it. Now, guineas are a bit different than chickens in that you need to keep them penned up for longer. If you want to free range them, you need to keep them penned up for, I suggest, a minimum of 2 months. Usually I bring them home in the fall, but I keep them penned up all winter until the following spring. Then I begin to free range them. They are much more flighty and wild than a chicken, so they're more likely to fly away and escape. Now, turning over here, I want to show you these chicks. They're really getting big. Horns in here. Those are the white ones. And we also have some Seramas. We have 3 Seramas in here. Now, if you look at the Bantam Leghorns, something nice about this breed is at a very young age, you can already begin to tell what they're going to be. For example, I'll show you. This one is clearly a rooster. You can look at the... Settle. You can look at the comb and the wattles on the face and see how red they are and tell that it's a rooster. Also, this bird has already begun to crow, and it's only about 10 weeks old. Meanwhile, we have the pullet, and you can see no, very little comb development and very little wattle development. You can tell this one's definitely going to be a hen. Now, the Leghorns have 2 comb types. This one, if you look at the head, is a single comb. That's the most common comb type. And then there's this one. This is a rose comb. Something nice about the rose comb Leghorns is that they have a smaller, compact comb, as you can see, that lays closer to the head. So when it's freezing cold in the winter, they're much more hardier, and they're less likely to get frostbite. This one's older, just a tad older than the other ones. This one is a blue with some white coming through, slate blue. This is a little cockerel. You can see by the comb and wattles coming in that they're red. And then there's 2 little pullets. I believe they're pullets. This is a silked one, a little buff silked Serama pullet. You can see the silked feathers on her. And we have kind of just a brown one as well. These are my little bantams. And I do have a lamp on these, but they also have a broody hen that's raising them as well. And there's different age chicks in with her, and she takes care of them. She's a really good mother hen. She's my 9-year-old hen, and she is half barred rock, half silky. And she's been raising chicks for 9 years, and she's been doing a great job at it. Now, as far as what I've been feeding these, I start them out on a game bird starter for the first week or so of life. And then I slowly start introducing whole grains. And right now they're on the same mix as what these guineas are getting. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, seeing the birds, seeing how they're doing, the new guineas we brought home. And stay tuned, because coming up soon on the channel, we'll have a video about our African violet houseplants. Here are some other chicks we have. These ones are dual-purpose heritage breeds, and because they're dual-purpose, they're a lot more meaty than the other chicks. They're the same age, but you can see a better, they have a much bigger size on them, and they would be more good for butchering if you wanted to do that. But they also are great egg layers as well. Front. While we're at it, I wanted to bring you in close here real quick. These are, all right, if you look in this pen right here, these are 2 new pullets I brought home the other week. And we have a barred rock closest to us in the front and a black Americana in the back. The black Americana will lay green eggs, greenish blue eggs, while the barred rock will lay brown eggs. And I brought these in to have some new younger hens, and I'm going to be using them for breeding to hatch out more chicks. And have some new stock.